Alright, so now you're on mixed operations with polynomials, which brings together everything. Simplify each expression. Well, I've got 2r to the 4th plus 5r squared minus 3r to the 4th minus 4r squared. Remember, at this point, you've probably figured out which way you prefer to do, whether it's distributing that negative, rewriting it vertically, however. So if you do it a little differently than me, more than fine. Again, this is certainly the video where you want to be pausing, completing problems, and then checking them, because this is your review before you do that check-in for me. I see 2r to the 4th, and I'm looking for another r to the 4th to combine, and I see this 3r to the 4th here. Remembering that this is subtraction, I'm going to subtract 2 minus 3, keep my r to the 4th. Now I've got 5r squared. If there's another r squared, I'm going to put them together. See this negative 4r squared. That's 5 minus negative 4. 5 minus negative 4 gives me a 9r squared. I'll do 2 problems of each type as a refresher. I'm looking at, let's see, 4. I know that's going to go with this negative 9 here. Remember, still subtracting on this one. What's 4 minus negative 9? It's going to be a 13. It doesn't have a variable, so that's good. Conveniently, these p to the 4ths are going to go together. 2 p to the 4th minus, there's an invisible 1 there. 2 minus 1 is just 1. If you don't want to write the 1, that's fine. Remember, it can be an invisible coefficient, so it could just be 13 plus p to the 4th, and that is fine. Still subtraction. All right, now we got some addition. So let's do number 5. 9v to the 4th plus 6v plus 7 plus 2 minus 10v. I want to look and see if there's any v to the 4ths, and it's not looking like it. So this guy's just there. Okay. What about v's? 6v, negative 10v. We are adding this time. 6 plus negative 10 gives me a minus 4v. And we did that. All right, so now let's see. Conveniently, the last 2 things can go together. 7 and 2. 7 plus 2 is a positive 9. Looking at this next one, 10b to the 4th plus 9b plus 2 plus 5b minus 8b to the 4th. We get that started, and then I'll skip forward and give you the answer. And so if you need to figure out how to do it, unfortunately, you'll have to reach out. So I see 10b to the 4th. I'm going to look for b to the 4ths. I see this negative 8b to the 4th, so I know those 2 are going together. Coefficients together, 10 minus 8 is 2. Keep your b to the 4th. All right, so I would pause right now because in a couple seconds, I'm about to jump forward and have the answer there. And there we are. So if that's not what you got on your own, you do need to reach out. Okay, so now we have distributive property again. Let's do 29 and then 33. I realize that these are misnumbered a little bit, jumping around. So remember, you're multiplying. 8 times 3x, multiply your numbers. 8 times 3 is 24. So that x, 8 times 7, 56. 24x plus 56. All right, so what about 33? Well, now we're just adding in an extra variable. So it's 5n times everything. Okay, coefficients first. 5 times 4 is 20. N times n, 1n times another n. That's 2 n's for an n squared. Then 5n times 6. 5 times 6 is 30, a positive 30. Keep the n. For 41 and 45, right, just distribute across all three. All right, let's do 47. Did double distribution, which was the lesson right before this, so it should be a bit fresh in your mind. So let's just do the 7m times everything first. 7m times 3m. 7 times 3 is 21. M times m is m squared. 7m times a negative 1. 7 times negative 1. Negative 7. Keep your m. And what about 2 times everything? 2 times 3m. 2 times 3 is 6. Keep your m. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. When I put this together, I just have to add these guys. Everything else stays. Negative 7 plus 6 is a negative 1. Remember, for something like 65, just rewrite that. And we can do 53, should be the last kind of different type of problem. Just because we're multiplying 3 times out. Let's kill the 7. Let's do 3n times 7n squared. 3 times 7 is 21. N times n squared, that's 1n, times an additional 2 n's for 3 n's in total. 3n times negative 5n. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. N times n is n squared. 3n times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. And the n is there. All right, let's do the second part just a smidge quicker. So again, pause or slow down the video if it's too fast. You have every tool in your own hands to be able to support yourself by slowing something down, trying something yourself, instead of just letting me do it for you. 7 times 7n squared. 7 times 7 is 49. N squared. 7 times negative 5n. 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. Keep the n. 7 times 6. And then we need to add together. This time, we're going to have to make sure to put our n squareds and our n's together. And we'll get rid of this down here just to give myself space. So, 21n cubed is still there. Negative 15 plus 49. Negative 15 plus 49 is 34, still n squared. Now, positive 18 minus 35. Negative 17. N is still there. And then the 42. And then on this last page, it's just an extension that combines all of those ideas together. So we can do 21 together. And then the other ones are pretty much just really your challenge again. Extend what you learned and put everything together. So I see negative 4 plus 7 times the quantity 1 minus 3m. Well, the first thing I'm thinking is I see somewhere I can use distributive property right here. So let's do that. Let's keep the negative 4. Haven't done anything with it yet. What's 7 times 1? And then 7 times negative 3m. Now, can I combine anything? Well, I don't see any other m's, but I do notice that these are just numbers. Let's put those together. What's negative 4 plus 7? And then keep your m. Okay? So that looks like what you will do on these next few. Distribute first, then combine your like terms. On these last two, again, they're just a challenge. Distribute for both of these first, and then combine your like terms.